Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and we are continuing to see the snow melting in Grants Pass. Now in Wilderville, we got an unofficial report of about 3 inches of snow this morning, so I think it was probably pretty comparable in Grants Pass. Now we're waiting for the National Weather Service in Medford to give us their official snowfall tabulation, so when that comes down the pipe, we will certainly let you know. But right now in Grants Pass, it's above freezing. That's why we have some of the melting snow. We continue to have this winter storm warning in place until 1 p.m. today. That's for the west side and elevations above 1,500 feet. And then we have this winter storm warning in place for the Cascades and Siskiyous until 4 p.m. And the winter weather advisory for the east side has been allowed to expire. That one expired at 10 this morning, but we still have this winter weather advisory in place for the west side until 1 p.m. for elevations above 500 feet. So we're continuing to see some snow showers left over. I think Stormcast pegged this pretty correctly because this morning, on News Watch 12 this morning, we're expecting just kind of some scattered snow showers around lunchtime, and what do you know, that's panned out. So here's what Stormcast has to say about the rest of the day, and by the time we get to this evening, not only will all of us be dry, I think a good chunk of us are going to see some sunshine, and that will intensify the efforts to melt some of the snow, but clouds will clear completely. That means temperatures are going to go way down overnight, and that means that anything that doesn't completely melt will refreeze overnight. So I'll show you just how low some of those overnight lows are actually going to get. But first, here's some of these projected rainfall totals through this afternoon. So this includes what we saw for this morning. Again, through this afternoon, it's not a very wet storm system, and as far as snowfall totals, we're expecting, again, from this morning through this afternoon, I'd say all this panned out pretty well, especially for Grants Pass. I think, like I said at the beginning of this weathercast, maybe we did get upwards of 3 inches of snow. So for today, throughout the rest of the day, we'll have showers tapering off. If you look past the snow, it's going to be a pretty cold day, as we are going to have temperatures in the 20s and 30s for the east side, 30s and 40s for west side valleys, and mid 40s there along the coast. It's going to be very breezy, so some of those wind chills are going to be pretty tough. And then overnight, this is when things could get a little bit dicey on the roadways again, because we'll have temperatures way below freezing across the board, especially for our inland areas. So again, anything that doesn't completely melt will remelt overnight, and that's going to create for some very slick conditions, including some black ice. And the little trick that black ice plays is that you can't see it when it's on the roadways. So if you have to travel overnight into Wednesday morning, take it slow. Again, we still have this high impact weather day for the remainder of today, at least when that winter storm warning is set to expire. But then we're going to downgrade things to medium after that for Wednesday, at least for Wednesday morning, as we're going to have some tough sledding on the roadways. Then after that, it's going to be a gorgeous weather week. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast. We'll see a dry day for Wednesday, and then we'll see a weak storm system for Thursday into Friday, bringing some small shower chances, but the weekend is looking nice, and I think those shower chances are mainly going to stay confined to the coast. As for Siskiyou County, we are going to keep it dry. We'll see a few clouds. Winds will start to pick up, but that's about it. And then a beautiful and average weekend. And then for the Klamath Basin, we'll see clouds increasing into Thursday and Friday as well, but also keeping it dry. Winds will start to pick up on Thursday, but nothing that is really jumping off the forecast page. And then for the Cascades and Siskiyous, tough travel for the rest of today. We'll have some tough travel into Wednesday morning. Very cold temperatures down into the single digits. And then for the Rogue Valley, we are also going to get pretty cold overnight into the teens. Thankfully, low temperatures will rebound just a bit later in the week. And take a look at this. After starting off the week with snow, the weekend is going to be a gorgeous one with average high temperatures.
Okay, well, some relatively good news for those of us who don't like the snow, but still overnight, I would say for the next couple of days at least, we do have some concerns when it comes to the ice on the roadways, just because those temperatures are getting super low, especially tomorrow night. And not only just for the ice, but just when you think about the temperatures just in a vacuum, you know, that's dangerous. 19 degrees. If you go outside, if you're exposed to that, you know, within an hour, frostbite will start to occur. So even without the ice, this is still going to be dangerous. So take advantage of those warming shelters if it has to come to that. Be sure you're taking care of the 3 Ps, the pets, the plants, the plumbing, all the stuff I always tell you. Okay, so definitely not out of the clear even once the storm moves out. No. Okay, thanks, Josh.
Of course.